Back with another one. The family TV, his best friend killed him, bro, and tried to become a rapper the next day, they say. This is ZeeTheWizard, I mean. Big extra plug, ZeeTheWizard. That's what I meant to say.
Happy New Year, man.
Big extra plug already a rapper though, so it couldn't have been him. Shut up, bro.
When it comes to the he say, she say stuff, man, you might want to keep your thoughts to yourself and think twice on what you putting on record. It's not doing too much waiting till the facts get presented. We all might think one thing, but until it's in black and white, your thoughts don't mean nothing. And that's important. Because you'll have situations where you can get a man killed for something he ain't do, put a target on their back, or even get somebody hammed up by local law enforcement. You know, on the first day of 2026, for those who don't remember, one of our first videos we did this year took place in Texas. It involved the local rapper who was unfortunately gunned down at a local after-hours spot. Unfortunately, he was shot in the head. Not to mention, it was on surveillance, and out the gate, something seemed off. Now, we'll later go over that surveillance footage once again, but I remember hearing a man desperately ask the person who was displaying the video to delete it. But why would you delete it if someone you didn't know killed your man? But then soon after, it was this theory floating around that the Mexicans did it. People who wasn't even there, insinuating that they was told that that's who shot him, that's who killed him. And in most people's heads, according to the video, after the initial report would say, worst case scenario, that was self-defense, based on seeing Zeke run towards the alleged perpetrator. But then 3 weeks after his demise, his family, friends, and fans would get a major update. It wasn't the Mexicans. It was his best friend. I never thought I'd see the time of day, but they paying me now to let y'all know how to make some money out while y'all watching me. Man, we family. Of course I'ma do it. So the name of this app called Free Cash App. You're basically playing the game to make some money out, some money. This is what I'ma do. This Free Cash App, I'm gonna leave the link in the bio. My QR code would also be on the screen. Take a picture, get directly to the app. For the inconvenience, I'm gonna leave y'all $5. That's a gift from me to you. A man who not only allegedly did it, but soon after went to Instagram to make a dedication post. Now I'll let you decide on how you feel about that.
Taxes was so taxing.
Bro, y'all gotta stop doing stuff in the streets and running to the internet, folks.
That I present what's been presented to the public thus far.
When did that become like the thing to
This
do?
goes to show
I don't understand that
everything
shit.
you're hearing on social media is to be trusted. Even when people do tell you they had a reliable source. Because as we all know, unless it's in black and white, whether it's the truth or not, that's all we can go by, unless we was physically there. So in this video, we're gonna talk about what happened once again. But we also gonna go over the new updates. Identify who this man is, his new charges, when did he get arrested, how did he get arrested, and what happened between Zeke losing
Stop
his
running
life
to the internet
up
with
until now,
fucking shit y'all
including
doing in
a
the streets, bro. That shit's
controversial
stupid.
GoFundMe that was made on behalf of his family. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Fam, in the last year or two, it's this new movement called New Dollars. You got artists like Zillionaire Zoe, Montana 700, Head Honcho Amir, Hustle Man Q's. And as you can see in the thumbnail, even though his name wasn't mentioned, ZeeTheWizard, a man who was recently signed to FBG, the label owned by Future. This was the group on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast back in the summer of 2025 on June 15th.
$1 million worth of game, aka New Dollars, is going down. Now, this is a very special episode because usually when we come, it takes some time for us to come. But at certain times we gotta come because it's special. And what makes this special is that It's a brotherhood that makes this special. It's a unity that makes this special. And it's something going on that you don't see in a lot of communities around this neighborhood. Some young cats winning, loving each other and showing brotherhood and turning it the fuck up like they do in the New Dallas. So that's why me and Gil had to come down
Get
here
all from different neighborhoods.
and put some light on this. You know what I'm saying? It's real special. And you got different styles with everybody that's here. We want to start off with Amir, right?
Yeah.
How did it get popping for you?
Man, really, it just started rapping. But I really wasn't taking it serious for real though. It was just playing around with it. But then it was like, I had did my first show at Victor's. They had booked me. Really, I did it for free, you know what I'm saying? But I seen the crowd came out. Then from there, I just knew like, okay.
It's on.
You know what I'm saying? It's on. Then like I just kept dropping consistently, paying them for promo and shit. She just started going up. Then I was just like, okay, this is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? When certain people start reaching out, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you the one. You gotta keep going. Woo-woo. I was like, man, I'ma just stick with it. You know what I'm saying?
As you
That's when
should,
I
as you
just started
should.
taking it serious.
Who put you on the rap though?
Congrats,
Who put me on
bro.
the rap?
Everybody always
I've
start
been
off
around
to say
music.
that though.
Come
Just
on,
I was
I've
playing
been
with it,
around
folk.
label
Just
back
took
then.
off. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so I was already
Fucking
in the
around.
studio as a young nigga, you know what I'm saying?
You
So
fucking around and
when
just
I
took
was a
off.
kid, I'm watching 106 Park videos. I already knew how to rap when I was young. I just didn't tell my people then. Like I went to school with Wiz. We in middle school, me and bro freestyling, you know what I'm saying? He'll tell you I been knew how to rap, you know what I'm saying? So it was always in me like to do the music shit.
But what motivates?
Now, as you can see, the New Dallas had a big movement headed into 2026. And as you just heard from Honcho Amir, him and Zeke had went to school together. But unfortunately, the movement would take a huge blow. On New Year's, Zeke had attended an after-hours/strip club that we talked about in the first interview, as well as going over his background. Dallas police responded to Empire Central near northbound Stemmons Freeway at around 3:45 a.m. Police didn't say exactly where the shooting took place, but a day after, video started to circulate on social media. Now I can't play the entirety due to YouTube guidelines, but I want you guys to pay close attention to what I
Come on,
can
fuck, come
play.
on, bro.
Yeah, and then dope, the old dude who was wearing the zillionaire dope hoodie walked up to me and said, hey bro, don't record this. So I pulled it down and then I started recording right here. When the shots go off. But like, look. You see him drop right there, boom.
Oh yeah, God.
Look,
That's Z right there on my mama.
he done. And then look, they shooting. I didn't ask the shot, he said. And look, I pop out over here. And I'm like, oh shit.
Oh, I gotta find this
Oh, that's
video.
my
Folks.
body right there. Oh, God.
Hey, you erased this video, dude. You erased this whole video.
Now fam, we're gonna pause it there. But I want you guys to check this screenshot that I took when this incident first happened. And just keep it in the back of your head. Because what do this screenshot tell you before we go over anything else? Now Zeke didn't lose his life right away. For days he was fighting. And during that time, people were speculating. And then there was the rumor speculating about what he allegedly did inside the venue. One of the main rumors was that he was throwing money in the club. Of course, it's a strip club after hours. And allegedly, another crew who was some Mexicans was allegedly offended after some money
Okay,
that
yeah, I
Zeke
heard that
threw
story. I heard
had
that
ended
story.
up hitting
That's
them.
why they said it
They
was
had
the
a
Mexicans,
verbal
folks.
altercation.
Go on.
It then led to being outside in the parking lot of what you just saw. And that might be true. But it seems
On wine and
a
them
gun
not
was
having no
drawn,
bread.
and the
All the
first
niggas
shot
was getting
was
all
from
the
behind
hoes.
Zeke, which led to the people who he was following to shoot back.
Man, they tripping, bro.
Morning shooting that left 4 people hurt outside a nightclub. Officers were called around 3:45 this morning to the Pink House, a nightclub near Empire Central and Stemmons. We're told an argument led to 4 people being shot. All 4 were taken to a nearby hospital, one of them in critical condition.
Unfortunately, on
This shit
January
fucked up,
5th,
man.
Dallas
I'm gonna
police
like
said that 25-year-old Zeke Fields, also known as ZeeTheWizard, succumbed to his injuries. May he rest in peace and love and condolences to his family. And for the next 2 weeks, a lot of things went on to the public in regards to Zeke and his demise. One was his alleged best friend who made a long post on social media just 2 days after he succumbed to his injuries, which we'll later discuss. But since that's key to the closing of this story, I want us to also talk about the controversy surrounding Zeke's GoFundMe that was made on behalf of his mom. Now, the first thing the public noticed was the amount. $100,000 was asked to be raised. And of course, a lot of people pointed out his friends, the New Dallas, and a well-known figure from that area had spoke up, who was manager of the Mo3, Rainwater, and called them out. He received some flack, and he also received some praise. But before we hear what he had to say, I want us to check out what Zeke's mom had to say, as she responded to the online antics, even questioning was it real, based on a request amount. She wrote, "Hello
This
to
shit
all my
bogus, bro.
family
Y'all gotta
members,
remember this people,
friends,
like,
and
their
colleagues,
family. Y'all
and
be
whoever
bringing
else
these niggas
is in
up.
my
Like, niggas
son's
still bringing up
circle of
FBG though.
associates.
And
Let me just clear
Lil
up something
JoJo,
about
like
the
let
GoFundMe.
them
It's
keep,
real.
let they
Got a
people
host
rest. Like, you
and
know what I'm
very near
saying?
and dear
Y'all
extended
keep bringing that
family
shit up, bringing
member
that
to
trauma
me
back.
and my immediate family has started this fund in Z's honor. So please be respectful and do your part by either supporting the funds or keeping your mouth shut. If you don't hear from my immediate circle, please don't be rude and getting into it with people. Support his legacy. Again, this is real." And at that point, Rainwater had went to social media and spoke up against the New Dallas, I guess shaming them because of the GoFundMe. Make sure y'all leave y'all thoughts on that as well. But check out his comments.
The funeral paid for. All the money going to his mama. If the funeral paid for, what's the point of a GoFundMe? Hey, it was a tragic situation. India and a girl was out, and they got in a car wreck, and one of the women died. Now, her kids are left with no mamas. Another situation where 4 girls was in a car, and they got in a car crash. Now, they family got to speak about how they go pay for the funeral. You understand what I'm saying? It's a woman dying for cancer right now, and her kids might have to go to foster care and CPS because they don't have no family members. But y'all mad at me because talking about a rapper that's trying to do $100,000 to pay for a funeral. See, it wasn't even about the mamas. It was about the around.
Yo, hold on 1 second. I want to take a minute to show y'all my merchandise. If you see anything you like, go ahead and get you some. You'll be out there looking fly, looking fresh. I'm going to leave a link in the description. Back to the video. So they're trying to make money off folks' name.
200,000 and talk about trap, buying Louis Vuitton. Now, when the pressure on, what y'all gonna do? Y'all done forgot to talk about the aftermath. See, it was cool when my partner died, and it was entertaining for 5 years. But now, the pressure on y'all. When I say New Dallas was over, all y'all did was talk about trapping. I ain't seen one hit, no plaques. Y'all ain't even on Rolling Loud. But y'all call my phone, Montana, talking about how you gonna say New Dallas over, how you New Dallas over. People talk about the Cowboys and LeBron James all the time. I ain't say nothing personal about y'all. How you grew up on Beltline just like me. All I spoke about is the music is trash. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all, I could tell who was raised by daddies and who wasn't. I ain't get out your feelings. Get your mind on your money. You know, your partner ain't even in the ground good. Y'all was on conference call talking about how y'all finna split up a song. That's finna come out. Ain't grieving.
Now, that was that on that. But it seemed I made a mistake. I mentioned that Zeke's best friend had went to Instagram to voice how he messed up about losing his best friend. Just 2 days after he lost his life, well, it seemed it was only one. A man identified as Mob Damo, January 6, 2026, went to Instagram and said to follow it. Bro, where do I stop? Nigga, you been my real friend for 20 plus years. We used to walk to school together in first grade. That's how far back we go. I speak for everybody when I say this. You heard us. Forget the city. You was networking and impacting other lives across the world. You've been a one, and you knew that. You wanted me to rap, so that's what I'm gonna do. You've been on my ass since I came home this time. And I just want to say, as a brother/friend, I appreciate all the times, advice, sacrifices you made for me and the team. I don't think I'll ever be okay or able to shake this. Ain't nobody as genuine, caring, and loving as you, bruh. Anybody that you encountered, you gave them they flowers and showed love towards whatever they did. Go get your rest, brother. We got mama, the girls, and both of your daughters. You taught me so much, and I can keep going. But know that I'm FBG living for this MLB4E business. Hashtag believe that. Long live the Wiz. MLB4E, FBG4E. Now, The fact, the first thing after his man had lost his life after the family pulled the plug was him going to rap is alarming in itself. And the fact that the world didn't know at that moment, the first week into 2026, that 2 weeks later, he would be the man identified in the video we just checked out and shared the screenshot as the man who shoot behind ZeeTheWizard. And on January 20th, 2026, Damian Robertson, aka Mob Damo, would get arrested. 24 years old, Dallas PD said the U.S. Marshals and Task Force had arrested him in connection with the shooting. And here's the keynote. He was charged with murder.
Man is now facing a murder charge in connection with the shooting death of Dallas rapper Zachary Fields, known commonly as ZeeTheWizard. Dallas police are saying 24-year-old Damian Robertson was arrested by U.S. Marshals. Fields was...
Folks, so you mean to tell me folks wrote that whole post talking about giving him his flowers and you was a real one and this and this and I don't know where to start. I can't explain it. You was always there for me. This and that, this and the third. Folks literally looked at his phone screen or was at a computer typing that shit up, and in the back of his head he know he shot his own homie. Bro, you got to be a crazy demonic ass motherfucker to do some shit like that, bro. Just think about it. Just think about it. Somebody you grew up with. Yo, day one. I'm talking about, he said 20 plus years. We used to walk to school together, whatever. Just think about that person that is to you. If they still around in your life, you know what I'm saying, when you of age. If you still got that, you know what I'm saying, sandbox homie or friend, whatever the case may be. Just imagine y'all come up together, folks. Y'all going crazy, folks. Well, he going crazy. Your friend, you, or your friend going crazy. You ain't happy for this nigga, folks. You want his spot. So you so fucking bitter and mad about all this love he getting, and you couldn't even wait your turn, folks. You couldn't even wait your turn. Somebody came in your ear. Probably one of these niggas from the New Dallas shit. I don't know these niggas. I don't pay attention to this shit. But what I'm saying is probably one of them. Probably one of them niggas. Or it probably was something for Big X Plug because he big. He the biggest one out of that. You know how this industry shit go. But anyway, what I'm saying is like, one of them niggas probably came in your ear because they felt like he could be bigger than them, or he probably had like the streets. Kind of like how King Von was to Lil Durk. So they probably felt some type of way and put a bug in your ear and was like, hey, we'll pay you, you know what I'm saying? You'll get on with the rap. You can take his spot. You can, you know what I'm saying? You will be a rapper. You're going to be behind us. We're going to put you on a couple songs, bro. We're going to give you this 100,000, 50,000. We're going to do a GoFundMe, 100,000. We're going to split the money. You're going to get 20,000 out of it. It's 5 of us, bro. We all going to split 20,000. Boom, go crazy with this music. We're going to put you on the next track, all that. This goofy ass nigga backdoored his homie for 20 years. For $100,000 that he had to split. That's what it's looking like to me. But now your dumb ass locked up because everybody has cameras and phones and pull their shit out when it's cracking. I'm honestly, bro. Honestly, folk. Honestly, G. I'm glad you ain't get away with that shit, folk. I'm glad you ain't get, because you bogus as hell, folk. I will never do that to none of my homies, folk. I wouldn't do that to I don't give a fuck if I'm mad at my homie or he did some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? If my homie, if a nigga who I fuck with for 20 plus years, folk, just me. If a nigga who I fuck with for 20 plus years, folk, did some goofy shit, I'm gonna sit that nigga down and talk to him. If he did something to you in the past or whatever made you feel like a small fry, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be in their feelings, egos be kicking in. If that nigga made you feel like a small fry, bro, I get it, folks. But you could have sat that man down and talked to him about it, bro. If that's your homie for 20 years, bro, you could be like, hey, bro, you bogus as hell. We was chilling with Shorty and them. You tried to throw me out there, make me look bad. Oh, all right, bro, my bad. You right. Hey, man, I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, punch you for that, bro. But it's all good. You know it's love. All right, bro, my bad. I ain't know that bothered you. I was just in the moment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, don't be doing that. You know, cool. But you held on to something this man did to you, folk, and y'all homies for 20 years. Somebody got in your ear. You want to be a rapper. And start a GoFundMe for $100,000 that you can split between these new Dallas niggas. Somebody definitely got in your ear, bro. And you bogus, folk. You bogus as hell, folk. You bogus, folk. You bogus,
outside the
you
Pink
bogus,
House
you
in
bogus
Dallas
as hell,
on New
boy.
Year's Day.
Sit in that cell and think
Also
about what
shot.
you did, folks. You bogus as hell, boy. That shit finna be killing you, boy. Folks finna be in that cell.
Condolences to his family. But just knowing this was the story
That boy,
of a man who was
he ain't gonna be able to go to
gunned
sleep
down by his best friend
for a month.
Just
I'm
came
telling you,
home,
folks. He is
and
not
the day
finna go to
after
sleep.
the
Be able to go to
family
sleep in that
pulled the
cell,
plug, he
boy.
went to Instagram to
He finna be
dedicate
thinking
his
about his
life
homie,
by saying he's now going
picturing when he shot him, all that, boy. That shit all finna be in his head, boy. You crazy as hell. Hey, y'all better stop acting like y'all just 100% savage, folks. Like, come on, bro. If you don't got no emotions and you just 100% savage, okay, bro, I believe you. You 100% demon. Stay away from me, folks. You just a demonic demon, devil working ass nigga. Okay, cool, folks. That's you. But come on, bro. 90% of you niggas ain't like that for real, bro. Y'all just be trying to do some shit for the next person to think you like that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't even. It's not worth it, bro, because you broke. It ain't like you got $100,000, $200,000, $1 million. Your ass can barely afford a pack of Newports, barely get a 3.5, barely get a pack of Woods, barely got gas in your car, barely paying the rent. Why is you trying to act tough, folks? Get on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, act tough. Once you get money, ain't no reason to act tough. You ain't even got to be in the way. You ain't even got to be in the street. So it's like, this shit is a sickness, folks. Whatever, bro. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, appreciate you, bro. You bogus as hell, boy. Yeah, sit in that cell and think about what the fuck you done, boy. You bogus as hell, boy. I'd never do that to none of my homies, boy. Fuck you talking about? You wild as hell. 20-year plus homie, folk. I couldn't even see myself. Nigga, me and my homie gonna put on boxing gloves. I'm not even finna fight him like he a nigga in the street. I'm like, all right, bro, we got differences. All right, come on, let's get the gloves and go in the garage or go in the alley, folks. Let's get the gloves. Go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let's beat it out each other, folks. But it's like, you knew this nigga for 20 years, folks? And you got him smoked? You both. I don't even want to watch the rest of this.